This presentation is looking at the algebraic manipulation of surds. So adding, subtracting, multiplying and dividing is basically what we're aiming to be able to do by the end of this lesson. So just recall that a surd cannot be simplified. This is called an irrational number. So a surd that cannot be simplified is an irrational number. Surds that can be simplified are just, I suppose, integers. So square root of 9 is 3. The cubed root of 27 is 3. So the square implies a number times itself. The cube implies a number times itself twice. So 3 times 3 times 3 is 27. And for the purpose of everything that's to come, note that the value inside that surd bracket is called a radicand. So when we mention radicand, we're talking about the value inside that surd symbol. Alrighty, so adding and subtracting surds. The highlight of this is that in order to add or subtract, you do need to have the same radicand. So the value inside the surd has to be the same in order to be able to simplify. If it's not the same, then you just simply say cannot simplify. And then to add or subtract similar surds, so surds with the same radicand, treat it almost like a pronumeral. So the surd doesn't change. You don't have root 3 plus root 3 equal to root 6. You have root 3 plus root 3 equal to 2 root 3. So it's how many similar surds you have in total. So some examples of that are as follows. So note here, root 6 and root 6 are the same, or has the same radicand. So when I add them together, I can add the values out the front. So this is going to be the same as going 1 plus 4 root 6. And the root 3 just sits there, it doesn't change. So end result here is going to be 5 root 6 plus root 3. The next one has two similar surds, so root 5 and root 5, and root 3 and root 3. So again, we're just going to combine together, collecting like term basically, the root 5s and the root 3s. So we'll have 1 minus 4, and we'll have negative 5 plus 1. And then simplifying that out, you get negative 3 root 5 minus 4 root 3, end answers. Multiplying and dividing is actually a bit more simpler. Multiplying and dividing requires you to basically multiply the values out the front and then also multiply your radicands inside. So this first example is 1 times 2, root 3 times 5, so 2 root 15. So you multiply the two values out the front, 1 and 2, and the two values inside, 3 and 5, to give a result of 2 root 15. Dividing is exactly the same. So 4 divided by 2, 20 divided by 6. 20 divided by 6 does not go evenly, but you can just leave it as a fraction, or you could rewrite this root 10 divided by 3 as root 10 divided by root 3. It's your choice basically at this point in time. Later we'll look at getting rid of that root 3 on the bottom of the fraction, but at this point in time we'll call that as done.